Good morning, students. From last two class, we learned the basic concept of economics, meaning and definition and the importance of economics. So, which are the basic concept of economics? Goods, services, consumer, producer, distributor are the main concept of economics. So, the word economic it is derived from the two Greek words okias and nomos. Okias means household, nomos means management. It means household management. It implies the society and all the nation. Adam Smith, he was the father of economics. According to him, economic is the study of wealth. So other economists are Alfred Marshall, Leonard Robinson, and Paul Samuelson. So what is economics according to their Alfred Marshall? According to Alfred Marshall, economic is the study of people in the ordinary business life of the people. Then Leonard Robinson, economic is the science which studies the human behavior and has a relationship between the given ends and means which have alternative uses. Then according to Samuelson, economic is the study of how the societies use scarce resources to produce unable commodities and distribute them among the different people. So totally we learn from this the economic means the study of economic activities. It is known as the economics. So what are economic activities? Wants are mainly the basis of economic activities. Which is the basis of economic activities? Wants are the economic activities. So in this class, we discussed what are economic activities and what is the meaning of economic activities. Then mainly micro and macro economic branches and what are the basic problems of the economics. So already we learned what is the meaning of economics. The economic activities of man, it is known as the economic activities. Wants are the basis of economic activities. So what is the meaning of wants? Wants means wants have a desire to possess or do wish for. It is known as the wants. So economic activities. What is the meaning of economic activities? Economic activities means so the varied activities, the varied activities, which we perform in order to earn money and wealth, or satisfaction of our wants. Is called economic activities. Got it? What is the meaning of economic activities? The study of economic activities, it is known as the economic activities. The main basis of economic activities is wants. So wants means it having desire to possess or do wish for. It is known as the wants. Economic activities means the varied activities which we perform in order to earn money and wealth or satisfaction of our wants. It is known as economic activities. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ದ ವೇರಿಯಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ which we perform in order to money or wealth or satisfactions of our wants, it is known as the economic activities. There are the four types of economic activities. Which are the four types of economic activities? The one is production. The first one is production. So, what is the meaning of what are the production activities? The goods and services produced for the consumers or consumption, it is known as the production activities. So, what are production activities? Goods and services, goods and services produced for the goods and services produced for consumption. For consumption, it is known as the production. So, the production activities are those who produce the goods and services. What is the meaning of production activities? Those who produce the goods and services. Those who produce the goods and services. Those who production activities means those who produce goods and services. Who produce goods and services, it is known as the production activities. So, for example, agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, mining, forest development, different kinds of industries, transport, communication, these are all the production activities. Got it? So, there are four types of economic activities. One is production activity. What is the meaning of production activity? Those who produce the goods and services, it is known as production activity. For example, agriculture, industries, transportation, communication, fishing, mining, animal husbandry. So these are all the best example of the production activity. Next, the second economic activity is consumption. The next one is consumption. What is the meaning of consumption activities, or what are the consumption activities? Goods and services are produced for the consumption. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಜನರ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ why we want to consume the goods and services? Because of these goods and services to satisfy our wants. So the consumer buying the goods and services. Why the consumers buying the goods and services? To satisfy their wants. So it is known as the consumption activity. What are the consumption activity? Man satisfies his wants by buying goods and services. It is known as the consumption activities. Next, the third economic activities is exchange. The third economic activity is exchange. So the producers goods for the consumers. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಅನುಭೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಇವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ to supply the produced goods to the consumers. It is known as the exchange. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್. So it is known as the exchange. So what are the exchange activity? The producers produce the goods and services for the consumers. So the marketing system supply the produced goods to the consumers. The marketing system to supply the produced goods, to supply the produced goods and services, to the consumer. It is known as the exchange activities. So in this system, how to mainly what are the main exchange system? Collection of goods, transportation, selling and buying take place are the exchange activities. Next one, the fourth economic activities is distribution. The fourth economic activity is distribution. So what are the distribution activity means? The economic that is the income is earned through the production of goods has to be distributed to the various factors of production. It is known as the distribution. Distribution means the income that is earned, through the production, of goods has to be distributed to the various production factors. Which are the various production factors? There are main 4 production factors. One is land, second one is labor, third one is capital, and fourth one is organization. So these are the main production factors. So how these 4 production factors get the income? Land, we pay rent, labor, we pay the wages, capital, we pay the interest, and organization, we pay the profit. Like this, the income it is distributed to various factors of production. So it is known as the distribution activities. Got it? The income that is earned through the production of goods has to be distributed to the various factors of production. Which are the various factors of production? One is land. So it gets a distribution from the rent in the form of rent. Labor, we paid wages. Capital, we paid interest. Organization, we paid the profit. So these are the major economic activities. Got it? What is the meaning of economic activities? The various activities which we perform to earn the money or in wealth to satisfy our wants. It is known as economic activities. There are 4 types of economic activities. One is production. Those who produce the goods and services, it is known as production activity. Example: agriculture, industries, transport, communication, fishing, mining, animal husbandry, etc. Then consumption activities. Mainly the goods and services, produced goods and services are used for the consumption. Man's satisfaction is wants to buy the goods and services. Then the third economic activities is exchange. The producers produce the goods for the consumption. The marketing system to supply the produced goods and services to the consumers. So it means in exchange, mainly the activities are collection of goods, transportation, selling, and buying take place. The next, the fourth one is distribution. The income that is earned through the production of goods has to be distributed to the various production factors. The main production factors are land, labor, capital, and organization. Next, I am going to explain the branches of economics. For the study purposes, the economics can be divided into 2 broad branches. Which are the 2 broad branches? One is microeconomics, another one is macroeconomics. So which are the 2 branches of economics? One is microeconomics, and the second one is macroeconomics. So what are the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics? The word micro means it is a small. The word micro means it is a very small. What is the meaning of the word micro? It meaning is very small. So it implies a study of economics is very small level. So micro ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಣ್ಣದಾದಂಥದ್ದು. ಹಾಗೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it studies the very small level. Very small level. So which are the smallest components in economics? Example, it is the very small level. The main components of microeconomics are society, individuals, household, and business firms. And business firms are the smallest component of the economics. So the microeconomics studies these units. Got it? The word micro, it means very small. It implies the study of economics is a very small level. The major components or small levels in economics are society, individuals, household, and business firms. Next, macroeconomics. The word macro means total or large. So what is the meaning of word macro? Macro means total or large. So the economic decisions are taken at the level of the economy or all are the subject matter of microeconomics. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಣ್ಣದನ್ನ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಓಲ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ the all are the subject. The economy as a whole are the subject. Economy as a whole are the subject matter, are the subject matter. It is considered as the macroeconomics. So which are the components we are studied in macroeconomics? So we are studied in here mainly welfare activities. Example, welfare activities, collection of taxes, promotion of economic growth, regulation of inflation are the main components of the microeconomics. So totally one conclusion we come under these two branches. The word microeconomic, it is studied a single tree in the forest. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್, ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಸ್, then progress of economic growth, regulations of inflation. These components are come under the macroeconomics. So the macroeconomics provides a warm eye view of the economy, but macroeconomics provide the bird view of economy. So these are the major differences. So economic broadly we are divided into two branches. One is microeconomics, another one is macroeconomics. The word micro means very small. So it implies the study of economics is a very small level. The major components of microeconomics are society, individual, household, business firm, etc. Then the word macro means total or large. It means the economy as a whole or the subject matter. It is known as the macroeconomics. Which are the components we are studying in macroeconomics? ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಇನ್ ಎ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ single tree in a forest, while the macroeconomic studies over the forest. Then microeconomics provides the warm of the eye view of the economy, but macro provides the bird view of the economy. So these are. Next another concept is what are the basic problems of economics. So what are the basic problems of economics? There are three basic economic problems. They are what to produce, how to produce, and third one is for whom to produce. Basic problems of economics. Basic problems of economics. So there are three basic problems. One is what to produce. One is what to produce. The first problem is what to produce. What to produce. So an individual or a society has to decide about what goods and services to produce. ಹೌದಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ರೈಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ಆಸ್ an individual or a society decided about what goods and services are produced, whether to produce more of food or weapons, agriculture or industrial goods, education or health, consumption goods or machines ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವೆದರ್ ವಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆಪನ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಆನ್ ಎ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆರ್ ಎ society decide to about the goods and what goods and services are produced, whether we are produced food items or weapons, agriculture or industries, education or health, consumer goods or machines. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ದ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ of various goods produced depend upon the resources of availability on one hand and requirement of the people on the other hand. ಫೈನಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವಸ್ತುನ ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ ಥರ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತುನ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅರೈಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆಪನ್ಸ್, agriculture or industries, education or health, consumer goods or industries ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ the production is mainly depend upon availability of the resources in the one hand and other hand the requirement of the people. Next the second question is raised how to produce. The second question is raised how to produce ಅಂತ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದಾಗ ಲೇಬರ್ is capital intensive technology. The second one is capital intensive technology. ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಸ್ತುನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಸ್ತುನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಫೈನಲಿ ಏನು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ದ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಕಡಿಮೆ ವೆಚ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆದಂತಹ ವಸ್ತುನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದ different method in production. It means the question is raised the technology of production. There are the two types of technological production. One is labor technology intensive technology. Second one is capital intensive technology. Both the technologies main aim is essential to minimize the cost of production and efficient use of existing resources. Next, the third question is for whom to produce. For whom to produce. Whom to produce. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತುನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಹೇಗೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಹೂಮ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್, ಯಾರಿಗಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್, ಯಾರು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಫಾರ್ ಹೂಮ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ get the goods, who will get the goods so produced, who will get the goods so produced and in what quantities and in what quantities. So this is the third question or third problem of the economics. So this problem issues the distribution. So such each person should get the least of minimum quantity of goods and services for the consumption. ಕೊನೆ ಪಕ್ಷ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಆ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವಂತದ್ದಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್, basic education or primary health. Thus every society has decided the distribution of scarce sources and goods and services among all the individuals. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೂ ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ essential things. Which are the essential things? Food, cloth and shelter. After that basic things, we are think about the other things. So every society decide the distribution scarce resources and goods and services among all the people. So these are the basic problems of the economics. Got it? What are the basic problems of the economics? What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Finally, we want to study the economics anta godayitu. So why we want to study the economics? Because economics it is help us to understand the current use of sources and plan for their more efficient use in the future. Then the economics usually advise the government on these matters. As a result, well-being of the individual and the country can be improved. So ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಒಂದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ help us to understand the current use of resources and plan to their efficient use in future. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಇರುವಂತಹ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕೂಡಿಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಸ್ಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್-ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, basic concept and economic activities and basic problems of economics. So I hope you are all understood. See you in next class. Thank you.